Okay, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You're the one sat at home at the moment enjoying watching me do this, and I'm the one on my hands and knees in my own house with my child screaming his head off in the background. This is the difficulty of the job, guys. It's not going quite to plan. It's so hard to do this, just horrible. This is going to be the hardest solder I've ever done. I'm probably going to burn the house down. So what, I'm lucky I'm the best plumber in this house, aren't I? If you want to put a kick space heater in, don't do it. It's a terrible idea. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's James. Today I'm going to be installing a kick space heater in this here, my beautiful kitchen where my baby's currently having his breakfast, but we're not going to look at him. So this kitchen, as you can see, has got a lot of glass. You know, it just needs a little bit of extra BTU going into the place, but I don't have loads of wall space in here to put a new radiator in. So the perfect way of doing that is to install a kick space heater. So the steps that I'm going to be doing throughout this video to teach you how to do it yourself as well, or at least give you some considerations if you're thinking of doing this, are all along the bottom here. So without further ado, let's start off with step number 1, having a look at the job and how we're going to do it. Let's go. So a kick space heater, if you have a look at it right now, is effectively a little radiator with a fan in the back of it. And instead of having the sort of thick radiator fins that you'd have on a normal radiator that you hang on a wall, this actually has tiny little fins just there that allow us to heat up the air that's coming through it when it's coming through at a quick rate. At the back of it, we've got a little fan here, just like that. That's going to be spinning around. And also we've got our flow and returns on the back as well, and a power supply to make these things look absolutely sweet. And if you've seen kick space heaters before, you would have seen probably something like this. That goes on the front like so, and these two side panels here are there to allow cold air in from the room to come in, be heated, and then expelled, warmed up back out into the room again in a constant flow of beautiful convected heat. So the first thing I do once you've had a look at that is just to make sure that you've bought one that's actually going to fit. Now we're going to be putting it in this kick space down here because, I'll show you in a minute, but that's where the heating pipes run to a radiator behind Max there. So our little one is going to go in on here, all right, just like that. We've also got a power supply behind the fridge there that's going to need a little bit of, I don't know, multi-plugging. So let's have a look at what we've got under the kick heater here, where the pipes come down from the heating system, get it all isolated and start getting it drained down. So the first thing you need to do when you're doing a job like this is obviously turn the heating system off, make sure the boiler's off and the pump's off. But on this job, because some absolute legend installed the pipework out to this kitchen, I don't have to fully drain the heating system down. Come and have a look. Some of you may remember the toilet that I installed in here, the Vitra toilet, where I used a vast amount of pork to prove that a bidet is a good idea. Look at that. Doesn't get old, that. I'm actually going to put my face on there, and that lifts up as a face of me going, go on son. So the heating pipes to this radiator are these two pipes at the back here. These two lever valves here are the feeds to that radiator. Which means I don't have to drain the whole system down, because I thought about it. I thought one day I'll need to work on that radiator, so I don't have to drain the whole system out. I can just knock those valves off, but you probably will. And by the time you've done that, you'll look like these two old tramps here, a photo that I took while I was in Kiev in 2018. Lovely. Long-time fans of the channel will also remember Big G down here. What a legend. Anyway, so this radiator here is being fed by two pipes that, to be fair, doesn't look too great, needs a bit of work done on it there. But they're fed by two pipes that dip behind the wall and come out just underneath our plinth down here. So if you just follow us around, guys, I'll be able to show you the plinth itself. And look, it's almost like I expected to do this because I've not actually put any plinth clips on there, because I've got a feeling I might have to take these 2 feet out. So under here we've got our flow and return pipe work that are kind of diagonally going across here, okay? The flow is that pipe at the back and the return is the pipe at the front, okay? So what we've got to do is we've got to cut these pipes and get them flush at the back so it can take the depths of our unit. So that was Max leaning on stuff, wasn't it, Max?
Yeah, so
was bruv. So that means once we've got that down there, we can get that pipe work popped at the back there, and this will be able to go in. So we've turned those valves off. What have you not noticed? No, I didn't install drain offs. So I've got to drain this down from the nut over there using the old school method of a paint scuttle and a bucket. Oh, the sweetest thing. Do you want to show them that quickly? That's the pool, guys. big video coming to you soon. I'll be out there soon, naked. So what I'm going to try and do is not drain this whole radiator out because it will take ages. So I'm going to turn it off on the lock shield. That's off now, and it should be off on the TRV end. I've got a little Tado on there, so it should be off on that end as well. So now I can get out my brilliant set of adjustables that Max is now taking the mickey out of me for because I keep going on about them because I love them so much. Look at that, and we're on, and guess what, we're now undoing. How about that? Right, so now we've got those slackened off over there and there's not really any water coming out. I've got to cut the pipes here, but I've got to cut them out as far as possible, leaving as much pipe on there as possible because I'm going to be using press fit for this job, and I think you can tell why, because it's a nightmare to do any soldering in there. Yeah, let's hope this goes all right. Seriously, Ted, same here, mate, I agree. If you haven't done loads of pipe work like this before and you'd like to learn how to do it, then perhaps you should consider signing up. LearnPlumbingOnline.com. Have a look.
Let me take 48 seconds to tell you that you can learn plumbing online in a fully structured course and curriculum designed by me from the comfort of your home or shed in your own time to improve your basic plumbing skills and knowledge. From the basics of how to use basic plumbing tools, how to turn the water off, how to join and bend copper pipe and waste pipe, to a fun skills test where you'll make your own test rig, which trainees and apprentices do at MVQ level. There's even a section on the top 5 plumbing jobs that I'll teach you along the way. You can ask questions in the discussion panel next to each lesson, plus get access to the Plumbing Essentials community where you can post pictures of your work and talk about the course and learn from your peers. So if you're a young person looking to get into the industry, an apprentice who wants to brush up their skills, a DIYer interested in plumbing, or even a handyman looking to add plumbing to their services, then look no further than LearnPlumbingOnline.com with yours truly from Plumber Parts. Anyway, back to the video.
So I've got to cut this pipe here. I'm going to cut it as far over this way as I can. Also got to remember that there is a fitting there, so out there. Okay, cool. There is going to be water come out of here, so see that bit of water? Quite a lot of water actually, Max. Oh, honestly, what a space. You're going to hate filming this today, Max, I'll tell you that now, son. Hopefully we'll get them 2 out in a minute. Oh yeah, boy. Instructions for the Roku. They're up here. So that's exactly, Ted. Slow cooker. Covered in dust. It does need a go of dusting, love, I'll tell you that. Does this come forward at the top or at the bottom? I can't remember. So it will just walk forward. So that nothing falls over in there. Yeah. I'm sure they have wheels on these. Ah, there you go. How far can I pull that, Max? Keep going. So there?
Yeah. Well, there's no mice.
Oh, well, I'll get the Hoover in there, love. Head's out of the way, doesn't like the Hoover. Deary me. Oh, hold on, don't cut that far back, Jim. Oh no, I'm gonna have to now. I don't want to cut too close to that bend, but, well, here we are. Water coming out of here now. Oh, do I get it out all the way? Of course not. If you want to get something good done, you've got to work hard for it, ain't you, Max? I'm cutting up a pipe. I feel like a plumber. Right, let's go around the other side. So why won't it go back now? Hey, that's a bit more sexual, that one. Let's pull these bits of pipe work out of the way. Right, so now they're out. We can actually mock up slightly what we're going to be doing. This side bit here, we obviously don't want that stopping us from getting in, so we can cut that back a little bit further. We are restricted by the fact an elbow on press fit. It's quite fat, quite chubby. Got to think about that a little bit. The other thing, actually, while we're going over it, is how this is going to be controlled. Now, the Tado over there, when that opens up because it's not warm enough in this room and starts sending heat to that radiator, that will also open up just these 2 pipes here and it will start flowing through them as well. And that'll be, actually no, that isn't going to be how it works. No, it'll just be on. When the heating's on, it'll come on. And if I don't want it on, I'll switch it off on the switch. There you go. Shut it. So they stick out a bit too far already, those two pipes do. So that's going to be fun to sort out. Might have to cut them back as far as I can, kind of thing. Which ain't brilliant. Oh, Max. Why do we bother? We can't, I don't really want to sweat out those two other joints because it's just difficult getting it resoldered back up again, so I'll have that like that, put a little set on it. Let's just see if that will allow us to push this back now. That ain't gonna work. Oh, I'm gonna have to sweat them out. That is harsh. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And these holes have to line up with that there, yeah? Which means this has got to come over about another 15 mil, something like that. And we're already up against that elbow, which means I'm going to have to bite the bullet and sweat those joints off down there. So we've got the room to swing round, go round the outside and round the back, so we can get these in. And also, I think what I'm going to do is bring forward where the kick is, because we're not going to have a lot of space at the back there. So yeah, a little bit of skullduggery needs to be done, but don't you worry, we'll get it sorted. Got to get that foot out of the way, and I pain in the arse. That went all right. Sweating pipes out is a pain because, as Ted's just said, they don't usually solder up very easily. You've got to do quite a lot of work to clean the pipework down again. This is the difficulty of the job, guys. It's not going quite to plan, but let's get this pipework in this next section. So I've got to get that bottom pipe out there. Come out all right, son. So the issue we've now got is we have two fittings at the back that we need to be able to tighten up, and I'm going to make these little fittings here. We need to be able to do that kind of before we put all that pipework in at the back, which is difficult. Those two pipes that we've just taken out, we're going to put two stubs going directly down. We're going to have two swung press fit elbows just like that, okay? They'll go to the back, we'll bend round, and then at the back we'll have two T's just like this that will stick two stubs out. These two will go on those two stubs, and then we'll carry on through there to the other side and then get reconnected up on the pipes that we cut off earlier. Is that clear, everyone? Have you got that? Okay, because you're the one sat at home at the moment enjoying watching me do this, and I'm the one on my hands and knees in my own house with my child screaming his head off in the background. So please click the like button, all right? And if you don't click the like button and you don't subscribe, just go. I don't ever want to see you here on this channel ever again. I don't care about you. I'm quite impressed that's got the strength to do that. I mean, who would have thought that a drill shaped like a dildo would be able to do that? I mean, I love hearing Ted in the background. You know, he's having a whale of a time. He doesn't know what hell I'm going through at the moment. So pop that on there, and then I can see how much I need to cut off. Tell you what, not a lot on that one. That's going to be up there. So see, that needs to be a little bit shorter by about that much. Come on, go up into the fitting at least. Do that for me. Oh, yes. You getting a feel for what we're doing now, Max? Yeah. It's so hard to do this. Just horrible. Don't run. Don't run. No. So annoying. Tell you what, I'm lucky I'm the best plumber in this house, aren't I? Cool. Come on. Come on. Right, so that's now in the fitting. Sort of plumbing you don't see on Instagram. That is so annoying. Why would you do that? It makes the depth of it so much further. What I'll have to do is put elbows on them, have them like that. That's probably going to have to go like that or something. Oh mate, what a job, innit? Even if that goes to like there, that's still well on that bit of pipe. I mean, a lot of people are going to say, why don't you just solder that, Jimmy? It's right in front of you, it's easy. No, it just takes ages, and I don't want to hurt anyone. You're right, I am going to break something down here in a minute. I should really going to get my big rubber sheet out, but I only use that for murders. Tell me you're crazy, and his daddy belly. Just Look how much better. And you know what, in the long run, it's actually probably slower at the moment, but I don't know, still like it. Still a way. Pass me an adjustable spanner, please, sweet pea. Or your set of grips, actually. Set of grips, right here. Lovely. No, the other ones. Yeah, these. No, I like these ones. Oh, Max, just look at them. Done. Makes me emotional just thinking about it. So I am going to say this. You can get these on our Amazon store, but I'm going to be doing a video about them soon. Oh. Now that we've got those on, is figure out how we can tee into those pipes at the back or at the side in a way that means that these don't kink. Now Max has just said to me, well, you didn't need to put those elbows on, you could have had them out there. Well, that would have made the depth of this whole unit like that far, and they would have definitely kinked at the back, because we have flexes on here so we can bring this in and out to service it, look at it, clean it, or whatever it may be. It's a difficult job, this, I must say. I'm going to try to have them like that, I think. I mean, I think the pipework we've got to do there is going to be really hard. But, so when you take it out, you'll do... No, you won't do that, sorry, you'll do this. You take it... No, you won't do that. I don't know how to take it out. Ain't going to be easy, this job. I'm just telling you now. So at least you can look at your install and go, well, it ain't as hard as Jimmy at Plumber Parts is one. He's got a right old nightmare on his hands, which is why he's press fitting everything. So our connections, I have to tighten up once all that pipe work's in. So I need to make sure that the pipe work that we're connecting to as our last part of pipe work is quite far forward at the top. So it needs to almost be about here so we can reach at it with our grips, all right? And at the same time, that will give us the room for this to sort of go in without kinking. We're going to run them around the back in hard copper, tee out of them, and then run them at high level across here to basically where this is, all right? Then I'll run a little elbow that way, and then that should be enough, I hope. Here we go. I want to break. Haven't even wired it up yet. Okay, so we've got our little sort of rig up here. In a minute I'm going to put these in to make sure they fit well, and when I know they fit, we'll solder them up. So this is going to sit just there like so. These pieces are going to be the bits that run across the top, and then we'll pop a little elbow so they both face that way in a minute, and then that'll be easy for us to get to tighten those up. I'm hoping what I can do is solder that bit up there and get that done, and then feed it through the hole, and then get those crimped up there without too much problem. So let's do this. Ain't gonna go with that there, is it? What? That thing. The third one I've had to take out. Yep. Then I've all got to do is pop a little elbow on it so that's there, and then we can get to those nuts to do them up in a minute. Boom. Pipes are slightly different shape, slightly flattened on the fitting. You can have a look though when you're doing it and go, right, is it going to be all right? You know what, that will be, but it's got to fit in here. You know what, Max? I might bust a nut. Love pistachio nuts. Right, I've got to solder this one in place. It ain't going to be fun at all. I'm probably going to burn the house down. I'm definitely going to burn some stuff down. Oh, here we go. This is going to be the hardest solder I've ever done. You seen this? Yeah. Like, dude, how this is like ridiculous doing this. Well, I've said this a few times on the channel, Max. If that don't leak, I will be amazed. Amazed. Oh, you.
Language.
I wish I hadn't crimped that first. Oh, Jim, that is poor. Honestly, Max, this crimp tool might stay there forever after this job. I don't know how I'll get that off. Have 2 seconds.
That lady's emailing about that thing again.
I don't know what I'm going to do, Max. I've got to say, I'm stuck, mate. Oh, why? Why? Got to try and do it with that other set. So that's got to go on like that somehow. This ain't going to work. This just ain't going to work. Is that coming out through the hole on the other side, Max? Yeah. At least something's gone right. Hey. Right, so that goes in like that. That goes on there. And this goes on here. So that's how that'll go. And then this, when you want to get it out, you take the plinth bit off. You'd cock it like that. Bring it out to here. And then you can get that out like that. And then undo those and test those. So that's how that would work. Hopefully people are learning in this video. If you want to put a kick space heater in, don't do it. It's a terrible idea. Right, so we're getting these connections in now. There they are there. Yeah. Oh, man. Don't have ever done anything so hard in my life. Right, that's in at the back there. We've just got to redo those 2 connections down there. Emily's mum's here, who you may remember from the videos where we did the Speed Comfort fans. They still working well, aren't they, Glenys?
Oh, yes.
There we go. Right, let's get those 2 bits of pipe done. Let's clear all this mess up. Everyone who's watching this video at the moment, can you please cross your fingers and toes, legs, arms, anything. Pray for me, no leaks. Well done, mate. Porque no sabes cómo pelear. So the valve's open to that now. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to this. Because I just think I'm almost certain this is going to leak. That joint at the back, mate, and the joint on the side, that looked dry. Let's just fling it in, shall we? Flipping heck. Is it working? I don't think I've got any leaks. I'm gonna cry. Oh my days. Please. I've got no leaks, bruv. I told you I wouldn't have any leaks. I said all along, didn't I, everyone? We've now actually got hot water going through this coil at the moment, but obviously we haven't wired it up yet. We'll be doing that last. So now we're just going to wire this little plug up, as Ted would say. Feel that? You'll feel that when you come through here. Shut up, Max. Right, so that's wired up and on, everybody. Oh, we're going to push this back. So that's the slower speed, and then when the heating goes off, that should go off automatically.
At least it's not
Really noisy. It is pretty noisy, isn't it?
It is rolling.
I mean, I'd say it's a sound like a fan going, isn't it?
I would say it sounds more like an extractor fan.
Yeah, I think you're right. Sort of extractor fan kind of noise level, but you know, on very cold days. I mean, this is on full, this is on low, and this is on off. Okay, Ming. I think I've got it. I think I know what I'm going to do here. We'll cut out this shape here on the back of that, and then these 2 we'll just cut out some little segments like so. So it still keeps and retains its strength. So you look, see that bit there? 95mm deep on the bottom. So basically you cut the whole bottom bit off and 95mm up like so. Just there. Same at the other end. Cool, let's go cut. Hold your head up, you silly girl. Look what you've done. Then you find yourself in the thick of it. Help yourself to a little what is all around you. Silly girl. You know what I need? Where's my little baby? The heating is off at the moment, okay? And if we look at this, when it's below 43 degrees on the coil at the back, as you can see on there, this won't be running, all right? So that's the kitchen coming on, which is the radiator that we've just kind of teed off. So that'll be opening up now. We should be getting some hot water come flowing through here any minute. You can hear glugging, bits of glug. It's getting hot at the top, see that? 33, cool, it's getting warm. It's going to cut in any second now, everybody. Right, there we go. And I can feel a lot of heat on me. Happy with that though, mate. It's a nice little install there, isn't it? Are you happy, Max?
I'm really happy.
Thanks for watching this video.